Hey, welcome to the month of October. It's looking like a pretty good time for VR overall with lots of games and events, so without further ado, Andy here, let's go! Medal of Honor Above and Beyond is officially coming to Quest. While initially the developers said they're not entirely sure if a port would be possible, it seems they found a way and I truly have my fingers crossed for it to be good. The PC version of the game didn't have great feedback at launch, so hopefully with the Quest platform having so many users, it will revive the interest in the game. It will also support cross-buy, so if you already had it on your Oculus Rift, then you'll get the Quest version for free. I have a bit of bad news here as well because I was really hoping for crossplay support. But sadly we won't be getting it since according to the devs there will be a few technical differences between the two versions. So I guess the PC multiplayer base won't get a boost. Finally, a good VR mech combat game. Iron Rebellion is weeks away from an early access launch according to a post the developers made on Reddit. The game offers both single and multiplayer modes and is coming to PC VR and Quest. What sets this apart from any other VR mech game or mod is the immersion factor. Because in Iron Rebellion you'll actually interact with all of the cockpit controls by grabbing the sticks and pressing various buttons, which should definitely make it super fun and engaging. There's a demo of it on Steam if you want to give it an early try, but it's looking very promising. The fan-made BioShock mod for Half-Life Alyx is one of the best ones to come out since the game launched last year. And we now have a brand new gameplay trailer for part 2 of the mod, which brings a ton of new features such as full weapon models from the original BioShock game, as well as interactive assets and even new character models. The game will still have the feel of Alyx's core mechanics and gameplay, but the developers of this mod have done everything they could to pay tribute to BioShock and make the game as authentic as possible with over 3,000 assets from the original game. The new mod should be available somewhere around the beginning of November. Are you as excited about it as I am? With the upcoming Resident Evil 4 coming soon exclusively to the Quest 2, I think we might see more and more games drop support for the original Quest. Why am I saying this? Well, Blade & Sorcery developer Warp Frog is supposedly exploring a Quest version of the game. And while they said, quote, "We don't like to make promises, but we are looking into that," they ended the message by mentioning that it would almost certainly need to be Quest 2, however. I absolutely love Blade & Sorcery, but a big part of it are the mods, so it'll be really interesting to see how they handle that side on standalone Quest. Have you ever had a game that you loved but for some reason or another never got to play it as much as you'd like? Because it happens to me quite a lot, and one of these titles is definitely Blast On. Let me know in the comments what yours is. Anyway, a recent update to the game called Quick Draw brings Wild West-like duels, where you'll have quite a bit more distance between you and your opponent and only be equipped with one weapon, the Deadbringer. I love the fact that they keep making the game better. After just a few months ago they introduced a single-player campaign in the Crackdown update, and it's honestly one of the most bang-for-buck games you can get on your Quest right now. You might have seen some new teasers from HTC around Twitter of this water bottle-like looking cylinder. Some of the pictures show the device open during various activities like watching a movie or meditating, while another picture showing a woman reading a book in bed shows it closed. While we can't know for sure until HTC's event on October 14th, the current speculation is that it might have something to do with the HTC Proton, a standalone VR headset, and that this upcoming Flow will somehow work in tandem with the Proton. Another interesting fact is that HTC is now bundling the Vive wireless adapter with the Cosmos Elite in the UK. Really interesting timing for this, isn't it? By the way, let me know in the comments if you'd like me to live stream the launch event so that we can watch it together and see what HTC has in store. While for me personally, the Ray-Ban stories were a bit of a disappointment and they probably will end up featuring some sort of AR functionality in future versions, the Nreal Air will launch in Japan, China and South Korea this December, with a gradual rollout to other markets to continue throughout 2022. The glasses weigh only 77 grams and honestly look great. They also don't seem to have any cameras on them, which is a plus because as much as I love technology, having everyone everywhere with a bunch of cameras strapped to their face is not a future I want to live in, even though it is most likely one that we can't avoid. Anyway, back to the Nreal Air. They'll have a micro OLED screen that is capable of projecting an insane 130-inch high-res virtual display and promise impressive visuals coupled with a 90Hz refresh rate. I've actually reached out to them, so maybe there's a small chance I can get my hands on a pair to test it out for you guys. After the Index recently overtook the Oculus Rift S in the race for the most used headset on Steam, which by the way is led by the Oculus Quest 2 by quite the margin, it seems like Valve is working on a standalone headset codenamed Deckard to give Oculus a run for their money. YouTuber SadlyItsBradley discovered hints in the Index drivers that this future Valve standalone headset is in testing. Bradley uncovered quite a bit of info and I'm not nearly as qualified as him to explain, so I've left a link to his channel in the description. Go check him out when you get a chance. At this point, there are no hints as to when we can expect this new device to hit shelves. My guess is 2022, but I'm definitely happy to see more companies working on standalone headsets. By the way, I've recently tried the upcoming game Hubris during an exclusive beta, so check it out here because I personally loved it and can't wait to play more of it when it comes out. Have a good one, cheers!